Well, good morning, everyone. Actually, it'll be morning for another 30 seconds. Here, Eastern Standard Time in Kentucky. We're down here at Williamstown, Kentucky, down at the Ark site, Ark Encounter site. I wanted to tell you about something spectacular that's going to be happening at Christmas time. And so, yes, we call it Christmas here at the Ark. I have with me Ben Welt and Dan Anderson. Ben is actually in charge of all of our AV at Answers in Genesis, the Creation Museum and the Ark, and Dan is in charge of operations for the Creation Museum and also the Ark Encounter as well. And so we're going to talk about spectacular Christmas programs that are coming up. And what's going to happen here at the Ark is going to blow your mind, and you'll want to invite everybody. And we'll say right up front, we'll pin in the comments there right at the top, arkencounter.com, how to find out information about the Christmas program, and then creationmuseum.org, how to find out information about what's happening at the Creation Museum. So we're calling it Christmas Time at the Ark, and it's going to be December 8 through January 15, and we're calling it Christmas Town at the Creation Museum, which it's been called Christmas Town for many years, the Creation Museum, which is December 15 through December 30, except we're closed Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. And the difference between this and other years is we haven't closed the museum on Christmas Eve. We closed it early, but we're going to close Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, and the only other one day we're closed on is Thanksgiving Day. So they're the 3 days will be closed for the year. Now, Christmas Time at the Ark. Okay, if you've ever been to Disney and seen the castle and the spectacular video projection on the castle, okay. Start thinking in those terms. This is going to be unique in the world, because there is only one Ark like this in the world. So, Ben, you're sort of in charge of this. They've been doing some 3D mapping, whatever that means, if you want to explain that, of the Ark. What's going to happen here?
Well, effectively, how you just explained it, it'll be just like Cinderella's castle at Disney. We're going to map the entire side of the Ark and effectively turn it into a massive projection screen. It'll take about 15 laser projectors here in the back, about where we're standing, and we're going to project on the entire side of the Ark, and we've developed a show that'll be done in 3D animation, and it walks us through the chronology of the Bible. We're going to begin with Adam and Eve, and then we're going to go through to Noah's flood, and then arrive at the birth of Christ. And we're really excited about it. We're going to have a massive sound system, and it's going to be a lot of work, but it's going to be spectacular.
And the first one will be December 8.
Yes.
And we'll show it 3 times a night.
Yes.
From December 8 through to and including January 15.
Yes.
And on the side of the Ark, so are we going to see water come up?
Yeah, we're going to see water come up, and we're still in development on the show itself, but we're going to see water come up. We're working on some really cool effects that we can do on the side of the Ark, because it is, as you said, totally unique and never been done before on an Ark.
So we're going to see animals coming up the ramp?
So we're going to see animals coming up the ramp. We're working on a cutaway where you can see inside the Ark.
Oh, really? So it looks like you cut away inside and you can actually see inside
life
the
on the Ark.
Yeah. Wow, that's going to be phenomenal. And it'll present the message of the gospel.
That's the whole idea of the script.
The message of the babe in a manger.
Babe in a manger.
The Nativity.
Yep.
We believe in that.
Absolutely.
That's why we call it Christmas Time at the Ark. Now, not just the incredible laser projection on the side of the Ark and that phenomenal program, but I have with me Dan Anderson, in charge of operations. In past years, at the museum, we have what's called the Garden of Lights, which is absolutely spectacular. I think it's one of the best
beautiful
light displays you'll see anywhere in America, because it's not just lights thrown up on a tree, not just millions of lights.
No, they're very meticulously.
They're very meticulously designed, and it's spectacular. I mean, people that have come there have just said, we've never seen anything like it. So we're doing that at the museum. We'll talk about more of that in a moment.
Yes.
So what about here at the Ark? We have lights too?
We do. We have lights too. They'll have to shut off for that show because we need it dark around here. So you'll have a beautiful Christmas display throughout the entire grounds, but during that show it'll shut down so that we can do the 3D mapping show.
So we'll have buildings lit up, we'll have trees lit up,
and some RGB lights that change color, some lit up animal sculptures. We have the topiaries, so lots of cool things to see.
And while we're not showing the laser projection on the side of the Ark during those shows, it's lit up as a rainbow.
Yes, and the West Village will be as well. The West Village will match the look of the ark with the colors.
Oh, with the colors. So the colors of the rainbow.
So the trees will light up.
Because we're taking the rainbow back.
That's correct.
Because God gave meaning to the rainbow 4,300 years ago, in particular, after the flood.
That's right.
It's a sign God will never send another flood again like that, another global flood, but there'll be coming judgment by fire. And so this is here at the ark. Now, we're doing something else too that's really special. For November, all of November, December, and all of January, people can actually come and park at the parking lot for the ark, which costs $10 for parking. But then they can get the shuttle and come over to the ark grounds, and they can walk around all the ark grounds and do shopping here. Now, if they want to go inside the ark, they have to buy their ticket, their normal ticket, right? But we're allowing people, usually, right now, people, when they come to the parking lot, have to buy their ticket to the ark.
Yeah, they can't come here without.
But we're going to let them come over to the grounds just for the cost of parking. They can use the buffet restaurant, which is absolutely phenomenal and very inexpensive. And in fact, when even counting the cost of parking, it's inexpensive. And they can come and use the buffet restaurant or our smokehouse or the West Village where we have.
They can shop, they can dine, they can enjoy the lights.
Massive fair trade shopping, which actually supports missions around the world.
Lots of fair trade, lots of handmade stuff.
We have one of the biggest fair trade shopping areas, in America, I would say.
Yes, our goal is to be the biggest in the United States, and I think we're pretty close to that at this point.
So we have a number of different places where they can get the fair trade. But if you want to come and do some unique shopping, we have unique pottery as well and other crafts.
Yep, we'll get a cup of hot chocolate, maybe buy some fudge.
Amish jams.
That's
homemade fudge, or the fudge is made right here on the property. And brittle made right here on the property.
Or take a pound of beef brisket home with you.
So we smoke our own brisket and we smoke our own pork. Salmon and pork. But they're going to be able to purchase the brisket. If they
take
want
it home and feed it to their family.
Feed it to the family. You can, for one of your.
So they'll be able to come and just mill around, enjoy the atmosphere, see the petting zoo, walk around, see cute little goats in sweaters.
So they can actually go down to the petting zoo.
Absolutely.
Okay, so we're allowing access to the ark grounds for just the cost of parking, and then they can, if they're going to go inside the ark and see all the exhibits, and of course three decks of massive exhibits that you could spend hours and hours in there, they buy their ark ticket. They can buy that over at ticketing at the parking lot, or they'll be able to buy it over here.
Correct. They can do either way. Once they get this close to the ark, I can't imagine anybody not wanting to go inside.
Right. So, but for those that just want to come and use the restaurant and do their shopping here for November, December, January, they can do that for cost of parking there at the ark. Now, for the museum, what are we doing at the museum? Our Garden of Lights, which is absolutely spectacular. It's one. We had 30,000 people last year. I think it'll be more this year. We built a big new parking lot.
Yes.
And parking at the museum is $5, but that's very inexpensive to come and park and then have access to the Garden of Lights, to all the different foods, live nativity. So we have a live nativity there.
Outdoor, you can get a cup of hot chocolate and walk around the lights, or grab yourself a bratwurst, or go inside and have a turkey dinner. There's stuff going on in Legacy Hall. We have musical acts and other things going on there. And, of course, they have access to the bookstore and Noah's Cafe as well. So lots of stuff to do at the museum. And
they can purchase a ticket to go through the museum if they want. But at the Creation Museum, in the past, there are some nights at Christmas time, we've had to actually lock the gates, or shut the gates, put it that way.
Yeah, hopefully.
And wait until people left, and some people have had to be turned away, which was sad. But thousands of people wanted to come. We had 30,000 people last year. So what we did was we built this great big new parking lot there at the Creation Museum. So we should have plenty of parking.
Yes.
So now we're charging a nominal fee for parking, $5. And it's self-service, isn't it? People go in and
they pay before they exit.
Pay before they exit. You get a ticket and you can get out of there. So the Christmas town at the museum is different dates than Christmas time at the Ark. So you're going to have to go to those links.
Go do both.
But Christmas time at the Ark is December 8 through January 15. And that's when we're showing, 3 times a night, that laser program, Ben? Then for November, December, January, they can come and play parking and have access to the grounds.
Yes.
And then purchase a ticket to go inside the Ark, or they can do their Christmas shopping here with unique fair trade collection and all the other unique gifts we have here, and Amish jams, and
there'll be stuff they won't find anywhere else.
Anywhere else in America, probably. We've got a lot of unique stuff, and it has a purpose to support missions as well.
Yes, we have our one-of-a-kind products through Moscow as well. So
we have
check those out. Hand-painted items,
artisans here. that actually do one-of-a-kind particular items. And then Christmas Town at the Creation Museum is December 15th through December 30. But we're closed Christmas Eve and Christmas Day.
Yes.
Closed Christmas Eve and Christmas Day.
Yes.
But anyway, go to the links there and you'll be able to find out all the information from the link on the Creation Museum site, the link on the Ark site. So Ben, just before we finish up here, the laser projection that's going to be on the side of the Ark, I mean, is there anywhere else in the world where they do this sort of thing?
I mean, they've done this. I mean, it's been done on many buildings, but it's obviously never been done on a structure like this because there is no structure like this. So even the companies we're working with to help us pull this off are excited about being able to do this one-of-a-kind show.
Yep. And once we get the first one done, we can even add to it for other years and things like that.
That's the hope, yes.
You know, and it is very expensive to do.
Yeah, very.
And it's taken a lot of expertise to do, and we've got outside companies that are coming in to do this, as well as our own internal staff. It's going to be absolutely spectacular. So see, you'll have to come to the Ark for Christmas time, Christmas Town. I don't know if anyone has any questions. So let me just go on here. And Dan, why don't you tell them again a little bit about the type of shopping we're going to have here?
Okay. All right. Well, so the Fairtrade Items are sourced from all over the place. We've got small vendors throughout South America, even into Africa, all over the place that is shipping things in constantly. We're constantly buying all they can make as fast as they can make it. So you're going to find a lot of baskets, a lot of pottery, a lot of handmade wooden items, even things made out of paper, like paper beads, bracelets, and there's one company that actually takes old pop cans and makes them into animals, and they shape them into animals, and those are really popular as well. So we have all that, plus we have a lot of unique food items. We have probably 20 different varieties of Amish jams. We'll have a lot of different Amish products available, so people should be able to find something.
Somebody's asked about online shopping for the holidays. I mean, we have a massive online store, but a lot of these sort of items you can't put on the online store because they're unique, they're different.
No, we are working towards some of those items being available, but a lot of them, you really wouldn't want to ship the pottery or some of the fair trade items again. They've been packed pretty tightly to get them here, so a lot of it's just come and see, and it's first come, first serve. If you see a basket you like, it'll be there today, but once somebody buys it, the next basket doesn't look exactly the same as the other basket does. So it's really kind of, you got to come and see it.
So somebody here said they were here last week, and it's amazing. Someone said, I believe that God is using the Ark to proclaim the gospel and share the saving grace of Jesus Christ. Well, that's true. But a lot of non-Christians come here, and this is a great time, maybe at Christmas time, Christmas Town. Bring your non-Christian friends. They can come, and it's sort of going to be a festive time, and they'll be able to come to the grounds. They'll see this incredible laser projection. How many projectors again, Ben?
It's 15.
15 projectors, laser projection on the side of the Ark with the animation, and it'll look like you're going inside the Ark. I can't wait to see it. This is going to be spectacular.
I'm really excited. I just read the script. I'm really excited.
This is the first time in the world that we've ever had laser projection with 15 projectors, animation on the side of Noah's Ark, correct?
That's very true. Yeah.
You can say that with confidence.
Yeah, we can say that with confidence. So this is going to be unique. And there's people saying they can't wait to come and visit, and people who love what we're doing. So we're getting quite a number of comments here as well in regard to those things. Now, we've added a lot to the Ark since we opened. We've added the West Village and the East Village, and we got all sorts of different foods over here. I see Shem's Snack Shack, which is specialty hot dogs, and then Zophir's flatbreads. And then we also have the pizza shop and the smokehouse shop and our buffet restaurant. Hey, if you want to come November, December, January, parking is $10, but come and use the buffet. It'll be more inexpensive to do that than it would be to go to
Golden Corral.
Yeah. So pay $10 for parking. Come over here. How much is the buffet?
It's $12.99. That includes drink, dessert, all you can eat.
$12.99.
And the fried chicken's absolutely awesome.
And yeah, the fried chicken, they actually bread their own chicken
hand-breaded,
here,
made fresh,
and
roasted
cook it right here. So it's not like it's frozen 3 years ago and trucked up to America somewhere.
Nope. It's made from fresh, never frozen.
Made from fresh, and we have ice cream here and all sorts of things. But the buffet is incredible. $12.99. How much for children?
$6.99.
$6.99 for children. It's all you can eat.
Yep.
And they're just coming up in a little while with their fall menu. They're going to have glazed ham and all
lot of
sorts
new,
other
a lot of
interesting
new
things.
holiday desserts.
And we smoke our own brisket here. You can come and actually purchase brisket for your home if you want to.
Yep, taken home by the pound.
Take it home by the pound. So all sorts of fun things happening. So look at Christmas Time at the Ark and Christmas Town at the Creation Museum. Someone asked me, I wonder what Noah would say if he saw the Ark encounter. You know what I think Noah would say? He would say, you know, God's not going to send another flood. So you obviously didn't need it for a flood. But I think he would be absolutely amazed and astounded and say, wow, that you would use this to actually tell people the truth of God's word and the gospel. I think Noah would be absolutely amazed. Let me see. Somebody else said impressive. Oh, somebody said the chicken is amazing. Was there last week.
There you go. See?
See, our chicken got a nice call out
Rousing
there.
endorsement.
Yeah, rousing endorsement. Is there any news on Bill Nye? Has he come back for another visit? There is some news on Bill Nye. If you go to our website and go to my blog, you'll see that we actually had a detailed review of his documentary that has been shown in certain places across America. This documentary actually, in many ways, features Answers in Genesis, Creation Museum, and the Ark Encounter from a Bill Nye perspective, which means he is anti-us and mocks us and so on. It's very sad to see what he says and what he does, but we do have a detailed review of the Bill Nye documentary on our website.
I bet he'd like the fried chicken.
He would like the fried
He would have liked
chicken.
it, yeah.
Maybe. So, all right. Well, so with that, I think we've given them enough to think about and start planning coming here in December, January, or come here in December for Christmas Town. Actually, if you come in December, between December 15 and December 30, except for Christmas Day and Christmas Eve, you could go to both.
Yes.
Christmas Town and Christmas Time at the Ark.
Both worth going to. Two different fields.
These are going to be world-class Christian activities, Christmas activities at the Ark and the Creation Museum, world-class. And they're right here in the Northern Kentucky area. And so I encourage people to consider coming and visit for that reason.
And your family will get the gospel while they're here.
You get the gospel, and to see this spectacular, never been done before, laser program on the Ark that's going to be as first class and spectacular as anything done anywhere else, right? Is that right, Ben?
Absolutely right. Yes, absolutely.
Will it be the same sort of quality you see at Disney?
Yes, absolutely.
So there we are. Alrighty, we're going to sign off here from the Ark. Oh no, you know, this is a hot day today. Look at the blue sky.
It's gorgeous.
And I think this is getting up to 89 today or something like that. It is a beautiful day, but it's hot outside here. So with that, we're going to end our Facebook Live here. So you have a great day, have a great weekend, and we'll see you again another time.